It is pimps out here, but that doesn't mean that you have been exposed to the direct actions of being a prostitute or being a pimp, right? So there's expansion and contraction.
Not this day and age, because it's out there.
Uh,
Anyway, go ahead.
so you can grow up in the hood, right? But just because you grew up in the hood doesn't mean that you participate in hood and street activities.
We get that. We get that. But that I was just going off of the knowledge.
Oh yeah, I
So
mean that's street
so
smart.
being so that's we were trying to separate street and hood, and it's all the same activity. It's all
Yes and no.
it's the knowledge of what's going on in your community. It's the knowledge of what's you ain't never been exposed to it, but you know what's going on. You see what I'm
Right,
saying?
right.
I guess so. It's us. Go ahead. It's all in the same realm.
I mean, I see what you're saying. I
Just because you ain't exposed to it, don't mean you don't know about it.
just
Right.
because you like.
Go ahead, G.
No, I'm saying I see what you're saying though.
So when you weren't exposed to it, somebody told you like
just because
that's
you ain't
not the way.
like then you said you
You
ain't
don't do that.
you ain't see this crack get sold. You know what I'm saying? Like you wasn't around.
So it was always activity
You wasn't around.
tied into hood and community and hood and
I feel
street.
I see what you're saying, but it's just all the same. I mean, kind of.
Okay, but at the end of the day, the question still remains: is like, why are we? This is what I want to say. Why is it that part of our blackness has to be validated by street shit, by hood shit?
Because that's supposed to make you hard.
That's what they promote. It's a propaganda.
It makes you hard.
Because we talked about this on our meeting. Like, I don't want my kids to ever experience any hood or street shit. I don't care how you chop it up.
Absolutely not.
And I don't want them to be engaged in any of that. If they don't learn about it, just the stories that I got to tell you. But you don't need to be in this because this is not a way to be. There are better ways of being than having to identify or have your experience or your black card have a fucking stamp of approval because
Who the hell is giving out these black cards anyway?
Man, ain't no some invisible black man.
I don't think it's that. I don't think it's that. What if I pull up at an event, I pull out a deck of cards and I be like, y'all want to jam some spades?
Okay.
There's a lot of black people that don't play spades. But if I pull that up in another community, they're gonna be like, what? But that's part of my even though I ain't exposed to the hood, my daddy taught me how to play spades, taught me how to play 7-card stud, you know what I'm saying? He taught me how to play the games, you know what I'm saying? Like,
but that's like the games, the jargon, the dress, that's just a movement of a subculture. That's what that is. So not everybody's exposed to that part of it.
Right, but that's
expected to because not every black person not every black person we know play chess. But we do know motherfuckers that do play chess. You did?
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
And that expression doesn't go the opposite way, like, man, how you don't know how to play chess, motherfucker? You black.
But I'm saying chess ain't looked at. Chess
When you
ain't
don't
looked
know
at
how to
like
play
spades.
spades, they be like, how the hell you don't know how to play spades? You black.
But I'm saying,
spades is a dominant black thing. Spades ain't looked at like chess. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm getting at. That's a hood activity.
I said she don't play spades.
I understand. There's a lot of people that don't. It's a lot of black people that don't play spades. You know what I'm saying?
Probably safe for not knowing how to play
I
spades.
don't play, but I'll bush a leg.
I don't eat watermelon. That's associated with it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So
Watermelon overrated.
that's 3 people here. You know what I'm saying? But that's associated with us. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of hood. That's what I'm getting at. It's a lot of hood stuff that's always.
But see, this is why I keep. You've been pretty quiet and patient. It looked like you had a few things to say.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
What'd you say,
Xavier? Who you say to?
Xavier? Am I getting your name wrong? Oh, okay.
No. Well, I think there's a whole lot of different experiences that would qualify as the black experience. Me personally, I grew up in the suburbs, like outside of Houston. But at the same time, I used to come up here to St. Louis on literally every summer. So I have that.
How about that?
Like, yeah, I have that experience. So
Well,
I have that
they ain't experienced it. That's what he's saying.
but that doesn't make my experience living in the suburbs
Absolutely not.
valid as an experience because there's still things that I face because of my skin color. Like,
Absolutely.
Thank you. Talk to me. Talk to me.
I got a lot of black,
So what?
a lot of black homeboys that grew up in the suburbs.
Right.
What?
yeah,
There's
And so
nothing
that
wrong
doesn't.
with friends to
But I
this day.
think the thing
My
is,
God.
the message that gets pushed is that the message that gets pushed as the black experience is that hood, that street stuff
right.
by the media, by white people as a whole, by
But
people.
Propaganda.
And
I got X. Just give me a second. I gotta pause you out just for a second because it's not just by white people.
I know
We
it's
we
not just by white
No, he
people.
said propaganda.
yeah,
We also play our part in perpetuating that here.
absolutely.
And
Correct. Correct.
when we're not from that experience, but we feel like we have to perpetuate that to validate
That's what I'm
blackness,
saying right
that's
there.
how we push it forward.
That boy smart.
So what I
What you
keep
say?
saying,
He just
and
graduated, bro. You heard him, man. He think he's smart. My bad. Smart
yeah,
man.
because
Appreciate it.
we're not a monolith.
Exactly.
Our
Yeah.
culture, not
We're not,
my music. My the way that I've interacted with music, my library for music runs deep, right?
mine too. Mine
Uh,
too.
from Bach Z to ZZ Top and everything in between. I love all aspects of music except for bluegrass. I hate bluegrass music, so doing that.
It's the same. It's the
I
same tempo.
can't bluegrass. I hate it.
I,
It's the same
But
tempo.
it
I
is.
have
It's
Tupac.
horrible.
I
It's
got Tupac in my phone, but I also got a lot of.
Do your thing,
I got
bro.
21/7, but I also got Coldplay, and I got
Oh yeah.
Strokes in my phone. Like, but that
Hold
doesn't.
on.
I don't have to be. I don't have to have straight Tupac, straight Biggie to be black.
exactly.
That's
Right.
that the idea that most people around us that don't necessarily look like us or are from different cultures, they usually assign that one monolith that we're talking about to
Sure.
us.
Sure.
Man,
A lot of us internalize that, and then we take it. We feel like, well,
The,
all right.
I have to do
Since we're
this.
throwing our music groups out there, I'm a Metallica fan.
right.
That be me. You know what I'm saying? I'm a Metallica fan.
And so
Anyway,
here's another issue with that because
said
I won't point fingers out without first accepting accountability for what I've done, right? And as a culture, unfortunately, we don't accept accountability for what we've done and what we're doing, primarily when it comes to
that's
our
true.
music. Primarily when it comes to our music,
Yeah.
right?
Mhm.
If you look at the micro and the micro and macro always reflect each other. If you look at the way we are treating each other on the micro level, it's being expressed and sold to us at the macro level.
Mm-hmm.
And we're doing that because we're buying that shit in droves. We're buying that shit,
What
right?
I was saying.
And
I
then
need
it's
to know
put
that
out
person
elsewhere.
like you is quick.
But we're doing it directly to ourselves, right? So there's a quote, and the quote says, "If I control a man's thoughts, I don't have to worry about his actions."
Mm-hmm.
Our thoughts have been controlled, and instead of us moving ourselves from these linear ways of thought, we're static in it, and we've bought into it from our politics to our religion to our household, and we won't move past it. We won't move past it, but we're always able, willing, and available to push a finger out. We primarily vote Democratic in our culture, and I think that's a fucked up thing to do.
It is.
We should
Yep.
have no allegiance to any political party the exact same way we should not directly, and this is my personal opinion, is Jay Glass the movement and nobody else's. We should not have a direct tie to any specific religious organization.
That's right. Absolutely right.
But that's
Right.
Because
what I'm saying.
we
It
do
should be
that,
about the good for the
hell,
people.
yeah, we've given people the power to do this to us at this point.
Yeah, that's what it is.
And we continue to propagate that thing. We won't stop it. But as soon as you get somebody, a brother or a sister to say, "Well, I'm a Republican," oh, how dare you side with Trump?
Yeah, pretty much, man. That's what it is.
It's funny. It's funny being who we are. People look at us, and like you say,
They look at us crazy.
we are the man. And when we say we got Republican people in our
circle,
they look at us like, how, why? Like they got views, they got points that we didn't trip off of as, you know what I'm saying, from our political party. You know what I'm saying? So
I mean, no, me personally, I've never just been like, oh, I'm a Democrat. I'm this, I'm that. I just try to hear everybody. I like to hear everybody. I watch Fox News sometimes. I watch CNN. I watch MSNBC. I watch it all. I'm trying to pull everything I can and see what helps me. Yeah. I know that's not what I'm talking about. No, but at the same time, I want to see what's right for me.
And that's more what the people should do. That's what you got to say.
I mean, not everybody does that. It's like, it's easy to say, well, we need to get out of that mindset. But the thing is, it's hard to get out of that mindset when that's all that's around you. It's hard
It's hard to go.
It's hard to go your own, make your own path.
And that's why
it's easier and more comfortable to stay in that thought process of that lifestyle, because you surround yourself with a certain group of people. You want to keep those people because we're social creatures.
Mm-hmm.
We need our connections. We don't want to risk losing those connections. And whenever you looking to change, you threaten to lose those connections, and that fear of losing those connections and not being able to form new ones. I think what keeps a lot of people back.
That's a great point.
And that's all I was saying about being boxed in, G. When we stacked on top of each other, that's all we see. You know what I'm saying? That's all you surrounded by until you grow. You know what I'm saying? Get the education. You know what I'm saying? But it take years. You know what I'm saying? Because you stuck in that situation until you can get out. Like I told you, my baby told me, she was like, "Daddy, that's when I get old enough to leave, I'm leaving." When she turned 18, she left St. Louis. She got up out of it. You know what I'm saying? And I respect it and love it. And that's all I'm saying. But until you get to go see something different, or you taste different food, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes food, like y'all trying to get me to go take some sushi, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Until you take some different food and put something different in you, you know what I'm saying?
Broaden your horizon, my brother.
That's all you know.
Come on, man.
Okay, I'm with it. I'm just, and I don't disagree with either one of those points, right? So I'll be the first to say that I am never 100% correct because I know better. I'm only 100% in that statement that I know better than to think that I'm 100% correct all the time. But yeah, absolutely 100% correct that people do get stuck there. If you don't know better, you can't do better.
Sure.
And that's the truth. That is the truth. And so the hope is we push each other to know and do better and not continue to glorify the disrespect of each other as Black men and not accept the disrespect of our sisters or our daughters, and not just stop with our community and our culture, but expand that even further. Dr. Cornel West said it about a decade ago on Bill Maher. He said, what has to happen in our community, and I've said this on multiple different platforms, but what has to happen in our community is we have to fill our cup up with love because we don't love each other enough right now. We've got to fill our cup up with love and then allow that love to spill out to everybody else. So right now, it really is a us problem. It's not a them problem. It's not a they problem.
Yeah.
It's an us problem.
Yeah.
That's how I look at the hood mentality, as an us problem. I mean, again, if you just take a simple thing like gangs, I did a recording on TikTok and I was asking Black men, I was like, hey, when did we say that it was okay just for our sons and our nephews and our cousins to just go so far into gang culture and activity that this is the thing that they got motherfuckers that are father figures that promote killing someone the same age exactly like you.
But it is. Shit's crazy. Shit is crazy.
And
It's all us, man. Right.
yeah, and that's what it comes down to. And
So,
it's a painful, honest truth that we
mm-hmm.
won't deal with. And this is taking our women aside, right? This is asking our women to pause for a second, let us deal with this shit as men. Because we failed our community in that stance. We've simply allowed this whole thing to just overtake us to the point to where in certain areas, people have become immobilized by this. They've taken over neighborhoods. Motherfuckers saw New Jack City and they really thought that was real. Like that's how it's supposed to be.
Yep.
I mean, it was real, but
It was dope ass.
It's around down there every goddamn neighborhood.
anyway, yeah, I get what you're saying,
But
So
that shouldn't have happened. That shouldn't have happened.
and
Flat
then
out. Like,
how do we have, and this is why I can't completely and totally disagree with Charleston White, but how do we have motherfuckers 55, 60, 65 years old, OGs that's promoting this shit?
that's still. Oh yeah. See, talk about your Jay Prince and all
I'm not
them cats.
naming any names because I don't know them personally. But
yeah.
Well, you right.
it's a
Let me
good
like
question.
let me not
That's
do
the
that.
bad advertisement in the hood.
That's the
You know what I'm
dude
saying?
that got Takeoff clapped up.
Right. And so when
Right
again
though.
when we take all things in consideration and we have to take a few steps back and we have to deal with uncomfortable truths, we can't say, oh well, the white man, the white man, the white man. We can't do that anymore. We can't.
No.
And that's not
And
saying,
we've been on here too long.
yeah, that's not saying that racism doesn't exist. That's not saying that our system ain't fucked up, right? I got all that. But all I'm simply saying is when are we really gonna get to the point to say, hey, we got to get away from this hood mentality bullshit and be honest about some stuff and start taking care of each other. So that was my rant. Maybe it's because of work and
It's
I've
a
been
good
drinking
one.
caffeine and I'm tired as a motherfucker. I don't know.
Nah, it was a good one. It was a real good one. You got points. That was a great point. That's a really good point. Like, I mean, like we gotta stop holding each other back. We gotta
Yeah.
stop. We gotta check ourselves. Flat out. We have to check ourselves. So
Facts. Damn, we are hour and 30 in.
hey
Golly.
man,
Man, we always go over. We never go out.
That's why I say, man.
bro said,
That's why I say,
bro, said-
I looked at bro, I say, bro, we hell over.
I didn't know this. So what's gonna happen? Oh, I
We
should ask you.
We've been doing
gotta push. We
it.
gotta
It's
push
all
to the
us.
next.
Close it
It's
out.
all us.
Yeah,
Okay.
Nothing
we
happening.
gotta push to the
Okay.
next one. We gotta
Oh,
push to the next topic, which is what got you
Oh,
effed up.
well, that's
what
in them
the
cheeks.
devil? Is that pole in her ass?
That pole is her ass.
Oh my god.
What?
Hey, if she was on the subway, she would move.
Oh my God.
Oh, TikTok.
Oh my God.
Oh my god. Oh my gosh.
All right.
Okay.
Oh
So
my Lord. Okay.
All right.
next
All right.
topic.
Well, who's starting this one off? What
What
got you
got y'all
effed up?
effed up this week?
Actually, I Wanda and next, y'all go first. Y'all on this one first. Let me push y'all to.
You want to go first? Or you want me to go? Okay. What got me effed up this week?
Yes.
Let's think about it. Drill got me effed up this week.
Oh man, he at work, huh?
Yep.
I know how that feel.
So, but it's cool because Oh, also event planning got me effed up this week. This crap is hard.
I appreciate it.
Thank you. Yeah, so event plan. I'll be like, dude, what do you like? What do you want? What do you want me to do? But it always come together at the end, so it's all good, and it's for my baby. So whatever. We got you effed up this week. You can say it, cause
yeah, I was telling you about it earlier, but
yeah.
So I guess the day before I graduated, I was in a relationship and I found out my girl had cheated on me. So yeah, the day before too, fucked up, trying to smile the pain, walking across the stage.
But you look good though. You did. You look good though.
But, yeah, so it was a rough weekend, just trying to get through and process everything.
But we about to turn up, so you ain't even got to worry about it.
Oh, it's better things out here, brother. Better things out here, brother. Don't need women out.
Go Dirt Crib, turn it up one time for the one time.
Better know it.
What really got me effed up was shit. Just as I was trying to like move past it, I guess she called me through like being blocked.
Of course.
So she hit me. She tried to spin back. And
we don't like her. Whoever you are,
that's right. We don't like her.
I hope when you taking a trip around the block, wet cement and fall on your face. All right, go ahead, X. My bad. I just need to get that out.
She tried to spin back, and I guess I did try to make it work.
Sure.
When you give a mouse a cookie, they're gonna ask for some milk.
There you go. I gotta keep this stuff.
Man,
man, right here.
Man. Or as soon as I gave her that chance to come back, it's like, in my mind, when you cheat on somebody,
you don't have no upper hand,
and you want to take, and you're trying to take it back. You got to do everything in your power to win them back over. Like you have no bargaining chips, you have no leverage with you.
Right.
Yeah.
You went on your side, bro.
That wasn't the case because as soon as I was like, okay, this is some stuff I could work on, honestly, in a relationship. We wasn't perfect. We wasn't perfect up until the point where, like, she cheated. But I'm still going to be like, okay, yeah, this is stuff I could work on. She wasn't going to do that. She was trying to be like, oh, yeah, this is on you. This is on you. No, this is your fault. So, yeah, yo. And then she started threatening to leave. Then she started threatening to leave me. Like I'm not the one who took her back. She crazy. From my perspective, then you need to. Then I need to move on. I'm like, okay, bye, and then blocked her again, like right after. Like it's, but that's what got me fucked up. Like,
so here's the thing. I'm gonna give me a round trip ticket to Houston. I got some business to handle, but I'll be back.
Oh, but, it ain't. Look, living without him.
Y'all let me decide was worth it. Y'all let me decide was worth it. Okay.
See, my hood mentality ain't gonna let me put the money on your book.
Okay. Hey, you ain't even gotta worry about it. I'm staying straight. Just tell my husband to hit the
that's what I'm saying.
We good over here. I'm gonna get out.
All I'm saying is, this is what's gonna happen. Mark my words, and it's gonna feel like the longer it goes, the worse she's gonna feel. She's going to end up saying, "Oh, wow, I really did fuck that up."
Oh yeah,
facts.
Really did.
That was my favorite.
Her everyday life is going to end up being an individual hell until she can accept and own up to the shit she did. That's the honest truth.
And then your cousin is gonna put her ass.
No, you see, that's allegedly.
Allegedly.
Oh, no, this ass whooping is not alleged. This shit is promised. It's not an alleged ass whooping. Okay? It's not alleged. No, I'm gonna do that shit.
Oh Lord.
This ain't no OJ scenario if I did it. No, I did this shit. Okay?
Allegedly.
Yeah, see too.
We do not promote
I'm
violence.
sorry. That's hood shit. My bad. My fault. My fault. I digress. I digress. All right,
Well,
who's next?
hey
Who's
fam,
next?
sorry that shit happened. Happens to the best and the worst of us. It's life.
Next.
For the life, dog. For the life.
Shots at
What's up?
tequila.
Go
Three,
sometime.
uh, drink
Hell
a
yeah.
bottle of Jameson and do that for 2 years straight. You'll be fine.
What?
You said do what? I didn't hear you.
Don't listen to that
Hey,
because he give the best and
yeah,
the worst
don't
advice
listen
at
to
the
me.
same damn time.
It's that
Don't
it,
listen to
yeah,
that.
don't listen to that part. Don't listen to that. It's not real. It is. Let me. Who next? Damn it, Dirt.
Yeah. Pull up on me, bro. You know what I'm
Pull
saying?
up
And we
on
gon'
me.
and I'm gonna be that cousin. We gonna go kick it tonight.
We can kick it tonight.
You know what I'm saying? We gonna do it like Usher and them did it in that
He's
video.
here
You know,
until Monday, guys.
you know what I'm saying?
He's here until Monday.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. That's how I'm pull up on. You know what I'm saying? And we gonna party. You know what I'm saying? We gonna have a great. But that's the hood. That's the hood guy in me. You know what I'm saying? That's the loyalty in me. You know what I'm saying? That's what I got for you when you going out there hooping. You know what I'm saying? Putting up your $1 billion shots. You know what I'm saying? I'm that cousin. I'm that homeboy. I'm that friend. I'm that compadre. Whatever you want to look at me. You know, I'm there for you.
Appreciate
I
it.
might shoot a couple videos. Hey, don't discredit me for all them years that I've been there for you. You know what I'm saying? So what
What
got
got y'all
me?
effed up this week?
Right. What got you effed up, cuz?
I had to go buy a battery for this truck,
Oh,
and I had to take out so many parts.
Yes.
Yes,
to get to the
man, I
battery.
had L boys, J boys.
Yes.
On the back.
I had to take off so many parts just to take
Question.
out the battery.
I got a
I
question.
want to get a new one.
I got a question real
It's
quick.
like the
I didn't
Why
think I
didn't you
needed
just
the
take
battery
it to the
mine.
dealership to get it done?
to the dealership
They gonna charge you.
for $300. I bought
Uh,
a battery cheap. I bought the
But you wouldn't
battery
have to
cheap,
do
but
all that stuff. They could do it.
well, I couldn't drive it to the dealership, so you know what I'm saying.
Okay.
Luckily, it broke down right in front of the house, and it wouldn't start. So I just hopped in the other car and drove and got me a battery.
Okay.
Got more power, more efficiency, but it was still a dilemma because I had to go pick up some pedestals.
Uh
So I had to go drive. I had to go drive the washer and dryer pedestals. So I had to jump in the Impala, and I didn't think they were gonna fit in the Impala, and they fit, but it still had me effed up because I was in a whole state of mind. I was so messed up.
cuz.
huh.
You know what
Yup.
I'm saying? It just threw my whole day off. You know what I'm saying? We supposed to meet a guy at 1 o'clock, one there on time. You know, I'm a schedule type of guy. I'm a punctual type of person. So it threw me off.
Yeah.
That's what got me effed up. I had a lot of plus my flowers ain't growing outside for real that I planted. So but that's a whole nother story.
They'll grow. Give it time.
I'm with you on them batteries, cuz I had to get my battery changed. I was down at AutoZone, me and dude on YouTube trying to figure this whole thing out. I'm looking at him like, my man's, this is a battery. We two grown ass men. I didn't change batteries before.
Man, that's how I'm looking at my wife, man. She's like, you need anything? I'm like, hey man, just give me a second. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know how to take
Yeah,
it. You know what I'm saying? Like I had to take off like so many so much, bro.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
I guess
These
because I keep the whole time.
Hey, these batteries nowadays are for the streets. Like
We
they
got you effed
they
up,
are
G.
ridiculous. My
We
God.
got you
Yeah, G,
effed
what
up.
get you effed up?
What got me into it?
Yeah.
Uh, you. Uh,
Yes, Warren Sapp.
oh,
You.
man, the people be getting the lottery. People being in line for lottery. Man, get y'all ass on. Get out of here. Out of here. Y'all take too damn long. I was going in there for just for some Rellos, dog. I was in there for 10 minutes. 10 minutes.
What
They
was on?
gotta pick
Hey,
their number.
let me get
What
that
are
big.
y'all
Let me
doing?
get
They trying to get
that
They
their
picking
hands.
their number.
Like, mama, it was an old lady. God bless her heart. She was sweet lady and everything. They said bye to everybody when she left. Dog,
She
she
said
was
bye
in
to
there.
everybody when she
She
left.
had at least 7 tickets, just handing them to her so slowly. I'm home. Oh, I gotta get home. I just want. I had to meet a little lady. I had a whole mission set up. I just needed some Rellos.
She trying to get her meal ticket, bro.
One pack of Rellos. That's all I did.
Nope.
That's all I did. I did. I mean, I went later than that, but I made my. Everything was good, but
He
it
said he
took
made his D appointment.
so
I heard him.
long, dog. But yeah,
See, a punctual person too. You know what I'm saying?
that's what got me. I like to be on time.
I'm
I
with
like
it.
to be on time for everything. But yeah, that's what got me that stuff. Effed up. Effed up. Start.
Got
Yeah.
you.
Yeah. Jason?
So what got me effed up, and I kind of talked about this last week. But the closer it gets for me to exit my current occupation, the more a little bit upset I get with myself because I've spent 20 plus years making somebody else, making an organization ridiculously talents, but I've neglected to do the same for myself in the same fashion. Right. So what got me effed up is it's time for me to leave. And I don't know why people do this. For the life of me, when you see when you look in somebody's eyes and you see that they eyes went dull and you ask them to do something and they give you that look like, man, I should cuss you and your mama out. You like, motherfuckers at that point, they it's really time for them to go. They got shit to do. They got other things to concentrate on. But instead of saying, okay, we're gonna let you just kind of like bow out gracefully, it becomes a mad dash to get you to do more with the little time that you got left than what you've done the entire time that you've been there. You dig? Let people go. Let people go. Just leave motherfuckers. And I got a bad attitude when I finally get a bad attitude. My shit, and it lasts for a little minute until
For
I
sure.
find, and I
I'm
gotta
sick and
cut.
tired of being sick and tired.
Like when I get on that level and I'm there and I'm just like, I gotta cuss everybody in the vicinity out because I know everybody done something. And I just gave them some grace, right? If I'm there, you know what? Fuck you, fuck your mama for having you. Your granny smell like a week old baloney water, and your mom, your sister look like she smelled like hot dog water.
Baloney water.
Let people go. That's all I'm saying. Leave people alone. Let them go. Just let people
It
be.
smell like
That's
some
all I'm
shit
saying.
there.
That's what got me effed up. It
Yeah.
really. So
Weak old baloney water. That's the one.
yes,
Dang.
week old baloney water. They said the same thing on TikTok.
That's some
Who
shit
boiling
there.
their bologna? I need to know who's boiling bologna out here.
somebody,
That's
some,
the that,
somebody old nasty ass mama. I don't know.
Who's
that's the
boiling
question
bologna?
there.
We don't
That's
boil
the
bologna.
question.
All
Close
right.
us out, G. Close us out, G.
Yeah,
You been
final
so
thoughts. Final
good.
thoughts. Let's knock out final thoughts and we're gonna close it out. We're gonna close it out. Final thoughts. Few seconds or less.
Okay. Always give everybody grace. Don't forget to hug. Those are free. Give a smile. Don't forget to brush your floss at least twice a day. Drink plenty of water.
I do that.
Hood
Johnny, final thought.
mentality. Oh, okay.
Yeah, X got did his final thoughts, man. My bad, kid.
His final, he said, "Don't be like John Morant."
Facts.
And how can I get on it?
G, you is
Straight
so
like that.
Is that is
silly.
that your final thought?
Straight
John
like
Morant?
Oh, I
That
guess
was it.
I thought with that is with John Moran is when you have everything that you could ask for and everything that you want, then your true character will show.
Mm.
Oh, that's good.
Deep.
I like that.
That was hard. That was deep.
Good
I
job.
can dig it.
That was deep. Yeah.
I can dig
Look
it.
at that shit. Yeah.
Dirt and T-ball, y'all final thoughts?
Hey man,
Wait a minute, don't make me laugh. It's too late.
You gonna say don't make me laugh while you falling out the Good.
Oh,
Say,
man.
don't make me laugh.
Y'all so silly.
hey,
Straight on
good
up.
mentality. You know what I'm saying? Rise
Dig.
above it. You know what I'm saying? I'm with, you know what I'm saying, being individual, being who you are. But at the same time, we don't know the whole situation. We don't know the ramification of his people. You know what I'm saying? They don't have to blast them, like y'all say. But for him to cast his crew out, it's a whole different. You know what I'm saying? We got the same situation with Patty Mahomes and his brother.
Yeah. Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Isn't he under trial?
Sometimes,
Like something like sexual misconduct or something.
correct.
Something like that.
But you know what I'm saying? Sometimes your people are who they are. You know what I'm saying? That's a blood relative. That's what I was trying to speak to you on earlier, Jig. Like us being first cousin. I'm not your brother, but we tied. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes you caught up in certain situations. We don't know the whole ramifications of that, but we'll see.
Okay.
Uh,
G-ball.
uh, final thoughts. I mean, yeah. Hey man, everybody just spread some love out here, Jack.
That's
Straight like that. Everybody just give love to one another, to your
that's
neighbor.
right.
You know what I'm saying?
I do know
Everybody,
what you're saying.
doggone it. Now, I wasn't ready for a final thought. I didn't know this was a segment, but I mean,
Thoughts is
That's a
every
good
night.
final thought. I
doggone it.
love
Yeah,
it.
man. Love another.
Dig
Love,
it.
love each other, man. Doggone it.
Okay.
Doggone it.
I'm with it. So
Doggone me.
my final thoughts as always. Don't be like me this week, but give everybody a little more mercy, a little more grace, and sprinkle that with copious amounts of love. Because that's at the end of the day, we are all human having human experiences.
Hell yeah.
That is my final thought. And with that being said, family, in the wise words of Russell Simmons, thank y'all for coming out. God bless, and
Good night.
we're gonna play this. We're gonna play this outro. Here we go with the retro outro.